really simply, so I'm on the right edge of my big long strip of paper. And I'm going to fold up a triangle. And I try to be as precise as I can with this, but again, it's one of those things. It is pretty forgiving. You can kind of move it around afterward, which is great. So there's that first angle. And step 2, I am going to just fold this over using this edge of my first triangle. And so what I kind of been doing, and I made some new notes for you, I make just a little score mark on the edge. That just makes it a little bit easier to fold it over and not catch your paper. So folding that over. And then again, because we want to fold this whole thing over using this point as our reference, we're going to fold it back over into a square like that. So what I did was made another score like that, because I don't want to nip the tip of my little triangle there. You know, I don't want to fold that over. I want that to stay as it is. Put this down a little more. So I made my little score there, and now step 3, I'm going to fold this whole thing over into a square again. Okay, and then step 4, I'm going to open this all the way back up until I have my first little triangle, right like that. Lift you up a little bit now. We still have this long tail over here, so we just made, step 4 is to open it back up to this. And then the next step, I'm going to flip my paper up. So I'm actually going to fold this strip and let it flip up above me. So I'm using this crease that we just made right there. It's hard to see. I'm going to flip that over using that crease as my marker. And I'm going to flip my paper up. And I'm going to use that crease as my guideline. I'm going to tuck that in a little bit more, but I don't want to go over my crease. Just like that. Let that flip up so it looks like this. And then the next crease that we're going to make is kind of going like this. That's a very nice straight line. Do you like that? Very nice. So what I do is you can flip your paper over and use this as a guideline if you want, like so. A couple different ways to do this one. But this way you get it nice and aligned right here. Flip that over. So it looks like that.
Oh, what?
And then, and this is again where the black and white really helps, or to just, you know, make a mark or whatever, we're going to fold this down. So I'm going to take my whole long strip that's above here, and I'm going to fold that down like so.
Okay, I'm going.
Don't forget, I'm going to do this a whole bunch of times. Who was that?
That was me. I forgot to mute.
Okay.
Oh no, it doesn't look right.
Don't worry. And I'm going to do this a bunch of times. So what you can see is my dog line. That's okay. I'm going to do it. Don't worry. I'm going to do this multiple times. I have 4 sheets of paper ready to go. Don't worry. So you can see we're kind of creating our buckle. So we've started to create this whole part right here. Okay, so I folded that down, and I will show that to you again, don't worry. And then what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do another little, so what I wanna do is, I'm gonna fold this whole chunk right here back like so. And I'm gonna crease right there. So that was that step 8. So I just took this whole thing and folded it back. So you can see that. And then step 9, what you want to do is, and I'm going to make this note too on the handout. Where's my pencil? We're going to flip it over. So what I do is flip this over. We're kind of creating this sort of complicated accordion because I'm going to have my paper come back again this way. See all my layers? But what I do is I flip that over, and then I can fold it this way so I can see exactly where I want to be and make sure everything's nice and straight. So I'm just going to be sitting down right like that. And if this step is confusing as we're progressing through this, if the handout looks to you like, oh, we just go back this way, but you don't want to leave this empty. This needs to be covered. So we're creating that extra little accordion step. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. We kind of have a 4-panel accordion thing going on. Okay. So I've gone back here. See why we're doing this first? Okay. And then again, on the handout, you'll be able to see like what is supposed to be white and what's supposed to be black. It's very helpful. And then the next step, we're going to do another one of those flip ups. So I'm going to flip my paper up in the back, and because I want it to be vertical. And what I do again is flip that over and check my edge.
Some stuff. See what they do.
So there we go. There's that. Our belt is looking good. And then we're going to the step 11. I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to wrap this piece around the back like so. And then very similar to our pinwheel tuck, I'm going to tuck this corner in there. And this is where you can see too, if your folds weren't crisp enough or something like it's a little bit puffy, I can recrease everything down. There's my little belt. And then I just bring this around and this slides in. And then you can pull it tight. Isn't that cool? Okay, I'm gonna do it many more times. Okay? Gotcha. All right, here I go. I'm just looking at everyone's